Here's how to turn on an e-bike and how to use the basic controls. So most e-bikes just have a power button, and if you hold it down for a couple of seconds, that turns on the controller. That thing is called the controller. And then you can see it's in level 1 there. Some of them stay where they put them and other ones reset. This one always resets to level 1, and you can use the plus button to go up or down to move it all the way up to maximum and down to minimum. Different bikes have different levels. Some have 5, some have 3. This one in particular has 3 levels. And then you've got your brake on the left side, and different bikes have the brakes different ways. So I don't know which one's front or rear on your bike. So make sure you learn which is front and rear and then learn how to use them both in the most efficient way. Always use both brakes to stop for maximum power. And then that's your throttle there, that little flappy thing that I pushed that made the bike go. Or you might have a twist throttle on your bike, but that throttle makes the motor go. And then if you have gears on the bike, it's same as a bicycle. You know, just a basic thumb shifter. You shift it one way to go up and the other way to go down, and 1 is the lowest gear and 7 is the highest gear on this particular bike. So you just crank it up and then crank it down like that, and that'll move the derailleur over. And on the controller, if you just quickly press the power button rather than turning it off, pressing the power button quickly will show you different displays. So it'll show you maximum speed or time or distance. And so just play around with that, and you can customize what you're seeing on your display while you're riding. And then if you hold the plus button down for a few seconds, that'll turn the headlight and tail light on. So if you're riding at night, you'll want to use the plus button to turn on your headlight. And then if you want to turn it off again, you just go back and hold the plus button down again. And you see that little icon on the dashboard disappear. That was right there to indicate that there is no more headlight on at the moment. And then when you're ready to turn it off and park it, you just hold the power button down for a couple of seconds and wait for the display to turn off, and then it is turned off. That's how to operate an e-bike.